We, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty. So say we all four-person.
George Zimmerman smiled and shook the hand of his lawyer. Over a year after the killing of African-American youth Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman has been found not guilty on all charges by a jury of 6 women.
We are ecstatic with the results. George Zimmerman was never guilty of anything except protecting himself.
Trayvon Martin will forever remain in the annals of history next to Medgar Evers and Emmett Till as symbols for the fight for equal justice for all.
After the verdict, Judge Deborah Nelson told Zimmerman he was free to go. Zimmerman, who stalked Martin for several blocks before shooting him through the chest, had a great deal of financial support. The National Association for Legal Gun Defense donated $10,000 to his legal costs. Zimmerman raised a total of over $314,000 from supporters throughout the country. Many police officers also supported Zimmerman. In a nearby Florida town, a police sergeant, Ron King, was fired when he was caught using images of Martin for target practice. At the trial, the defense had enough financial resources even to produce an animated video clip portraying the confrontation between Martin and Zimmerman. Trayvon's death drew national attention and protests against racial profiling and gun violence throughout the United States. There is a great deal of outrage about the verdict from African Americans throughout the United States.
It's a sad thing when a child will be chased down by a grown man with a handgun and killed. But I guess the verdict stands. I hope, though, that this may serve as something that other people look at, whatever side they are on, to understand that we're all human.
I'm deeply disappointed in the verdict. I was hoping that at this day and age we would see some level of balance in the system, and that clearly is not the case. Looks like that's not going to be the case for some time.
Police and community leaders appealed for calm in Sanford, the Florida town where the shooting took place, but spontaneous protest marches were staged overnight in U.S. cities, including San Francisco, Philadelphia, Chicago, Washington, and Atlanta, against the verdict. And even more protests are planned throughout the country. Last year, in the immediate aftermath of Martin's death, there were massive protests and demonstrations throughout the country, with hundreds arrested. It seems the long-awaited verdict in the Zimmerman trial has caused shock throughout the nation. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.